my God.
I'm done. I'm done with golf.
What's up, guys? This is Swingman here with Eric Flynn.
What's up, world?
We're starting our new series here on my channel, so I think this will be cool. I don't know, came up with this idea in Florida.
Yep.
Yeah, so spent some time hitting some golf balls on the range, and Eric was really enjoying himself, and he's putting up some decent numbers on a simulator. So we figured, what the heck, let's start training him. And what's our end game?
I want to try to make it to a long drive qualifier.
Yeah, so that's what basically we're gonna do starting today. And this is, you know, if everything goes as planned, this is the whole idea, is to show everyone that World Long Drive is not about being a golfer, okay? We're gonna take Eric, who has very limited time on the golf course.
Yeah, maybe a handful of times over the past like 5-10 years. So this is a new world for me.
Exactly. So we're gonna get to work here, and basically, like I said, we're gonna get Eric into a qualifier next year, and he's gonna be mashing golf balls down the fairway with me. So let's get started.
Let's do it.
It's actually not. What the hell's going on? And he's good.
And we're ready.
There's the old seminar. Jeez, first film. We'll get those every so often. That's pretty solid. Yeah, dude. 250 with a 3-wood. So like that red flag is the middle of the fairway. The red flag?
Okay.
So that's why I have it lined up as. All right, we're about halfway through Eric's warm-up rounds. He's been swinging a 7-iron and a 3-wood, and he's already looking pretty good. Hitting 148 miles an hour with the 3-wood, hit at 250 yards. It's a good start. It's a good place to start. So as we get warmed up, we'll get into the driver swings, and we're gonna start laying down some base numbers and start working on some stuff. The high tee is like tough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I kind of work my way up to it. So we'll see how you do with it. And then if it's tough to square up, we'll go with a little lower tee. Ball deep to left field and gone.
I feel like that's my problem every time I hit golf ball.
Yeah, so like when you're lined up with your 3-wood,
Yeah.
you were like lined up with that flag. Your feet are lined up like over there right now.
Way over?
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Yep, that's where you want to line up. Yeah, I think we'd get you a lower tee to start.
Yeah.
There we go, we got 160 though. 160 ball speed. There we go. 165. So once he gets loose here, we'll give him like 3 more swings or so. Then we're gonna start laying down some base numbers. We'll use some of the real balls to get some base numbers. It's not bad though. 167. Look at how straight that is. Jeez. It's like you've done this before. I think he's a closet long drive competitor. He's fooling me right now, just trolling me for a whole off season. All right, we're through warm-up rounds. How you feeling?
Ready to go.
Feeling ready to go. All right, So before we start working on anything, I want to get some base numbers here. So we're just going to do 5 swings right now, and I just want them to hammer away. We're going to lay down some numbers. We're going to use the real golf balls because these range balls, they're kind of died down a little bit. So I'm going to see what kind of numbers he puts up. Now these top tracers, as far as the ball speed numbers, they're pretty accurate. Distances are fairly short. I would give them about, I don't know, I'd give them about 10 to 15% shorter than what they should be. So we're going to pay attention to the ball numbers and obviously keeping them inside the grid. So let's get started. We're going to use these green Volvics here. So I'll show you guys the ball. So we're going to use these Vivid XTs for now and see what kind of numbers he can put up. Caught a little bit of ground there. Not a good one to measure off of. That's all right. All right, it'll give us some decent ball speed numbers. 172. A little right, but that's all right. I'm not worried about that right now. All right. 59. He's approaching 180 already. This is with the standard club. And we haven't even snuck into the long drive drivers yet. 158, didn't catch that one very clean. That's all right. Do one more here. Didn't catch that one very good, but 158. All right, so we got 179. It was our best ball so far. All right, so we got through that first round. 179 is what he said on the first day. That's pretty good.
I'll take it.
That's pretty good. So you guys that watch PGA, that's up there. So what we're gonna do is take a little break, and then we're gonna start working on our first few adjustments and see if we could get a few miles an hour on the first day and a little bit of control. All right, guys, so the first thing we're doing is we're working with a swing trainer here, found on Amazon. It's a little weighted ball, but it's got some flex to it. So it's 48 inches, so it's like your long driver, but it's gonna give you that feel where you can rest that club. So that's what we're working on right now. We're working on some rhythm and getting loaded into that back hip a little bit. All right, so one thing watching him hit before, he kept his weight in the middle of his stance, and it was very tough to stay controlled behind the ball before he fired. So we're gonna work on this first, and we're gonna start picking up the club and working with our normal swing. The rhythm's gonna be a little different because it's lighter, but we still, like, you're not gonna feel it as quite as much as that club. But we just make sure we don't fire until we get to that point. Let your body get to that point and then think about firing. That's right. Oh, 162 there. So we're gonna get his lower half adjusted. So now when we work on his hands, I don't want to work on his hands first. We adjust the lower half and then he loses all control. We want to make sure that he has a good base, a good strong base. And that's something with baseball, you know, he has a good understanding how to use his lower half, and just transferring that into a golf swing is what we're trying to do right now. Woo, that was a good one. 166. As straight as an arrow though, that was good. 278. Dang. Woo! Didn't catch it clean, got 162. It's a good start. That's a good 164, right down the middle again. I mean, heck, he's in the grid. He's in the grid. Working on his pointers, basically what we did is we try to get his weight a little more behind the ball. We're getting his lower half a little more activated, somewhat like our baseball swing. We're gonna wanna make sure we get that back hip into it. So we're gonna work on that. Eric and I are gonna be training a little bit. He's gonna come in here when he can throughout the week, and I'll keep the process going. once we get this down, we'll move on to some other stuff. But I mean, it's putting up some good numbers right now, and I'm excited to see where we're gonna go. I gotta head out. You guys follow me on Instagram. It's my wife's birthday yesterday, so we got a little birthday dinner we're gonna do with the fam. So hope you guys enjoyed. Leave some comments below if you have any questions as far as what we're doing training wise. But you guys are gonna see this upload weekly, and hopefully we'll get this kid crowned number 2. Not number 1 though. I can't have him trained at number 1. If I see that, then we'll stop the training immediately.
I didn't die. Woo! Shit!